Time was short, an hour, maybe more, likely less. If I was wrong, there'd be no time for a second plan. This had to work, and it had to work now. The woman with the stick follows me down some stairs into a chamber of moldy tiles. It's not the tunnels, but reminds me of them. I don't want to go back underground so soon, but there isn't much choice. If I'm to live, I have to keep going. Using a bone, rags, and sludge off the ground, we make a torch. It won't last long, but we don't need it yet, as there's enough light streaming in from the outside to bathe the area in the familiar red hues of the abyss. It would be nice if it wasn't so damn ugly. I can't smell much, so I slip off my mask and sniff out the odor of sulfur. It's weak, but it's there. If it's not a demon, then maybe we have a chance. Be careful, the woman says, prodding me with her stick. It's not hard, but enough to be annoying. Rot bags often lurk in the basement of some of these ruins, she says. They ain't much of a problem, but get enough of them, and, she gestures with her finger across her neck, followed by a death sound. They smart, I ask? Not really, she says, moving forward down the narrow tunnel. They respond to noise, but I don't think they can see well, and thank the gods they can't smell, because fuck you stink. I don't say anything, only narrow my eyes at her. She starts to chuckle. I'm not sure what causes the corpse to animate, she continues, but whatever it is seems to come from far below. Usually where there is rotting flesh, there is rot bags. The underground is a maze of empty rooms. There is yet no rot bags, but all the familiar sights are in view. Bones, lots of bones. Garbage, lots of garbage. And old rusty barrels. It's all a mess, and it all sucks. Where do the bodies come from, I ask. These all past scavengers? Some, I'm sure, she says. The rest? I don't know. But the closer you get to Stack City, the more bodies you can find. Till there's mounds so tall they're like mountains. Shit's unreal, to be honest. All real fucked up like. Never go to the city, they say. Never ever fucking go to the city. But they also say don't make loud noises, don't go into the tunnels, avoid the desert gangs, don't go south. It's hell, so don't do anything. South, I ask. What's south? Don't know, she says. They tell me not to go there. I can't see her face, but there's a hint of a smile. For an asshole, I'm beginning to like her. There's a few moments of silence, and then we hear shuffling, like feet. Then forms appear just out of the edge of light, humanoid in shape, and limping. Dark and putrid, animated corpses shamble towards me. Their skin has slid off, revealing brown and red muscle gone rotten. They have no features, only decaying flesh over formless faces, and bodies lacking any clothing or definition. Yeah, I knew it, she says. Rot bags. The chamber is large and smells bad, but me and Don work quickly. There's plenty of garbage in old metal containers, but bodies, there's plenty of those. They're always the most abundant. Not easy to move, but they stack nicely. They make a bad barricade, but it's exactly what Scav wanted. Something to keep the dust in, not demons out. The labor is hard. Maybe it's easy, but I haven't eaten much in the last few days, and what water we have is nearly gone. Carrying a corpse for our skin wall, the pain in my side kicks up again. It's sharp, digging, and takes the breath out of me. You alright? Don asks. We heave a corpse onto a pile of boxes and take a few moments to rest. I'll be fine. It's my ribs. I reply. They might be broken, but nothing we can do about it. You trust this scav? Don asks. I do, I say. He may be inexperienced, but he is smart. I think about the tunnels a moment. I almost don't want to say anything, but Don doesn't seem convinced of my trust. The scav, He saw the doors in the tunnels, Don. He had the same vision I did. That has to mean something. Don laughs and begins to roll several rusty barrels in front of a cracked wall. He turns his back on me as if he's done with my explanation, but continues to talk. I told you it's just a hallucination, Don says. It's mind games brought on by the terror of below. What if it's a way out, I reply. The anger in my lungs makes my ribs hurt, but I don't care. I'm too mad to care. There has to be a way out of hell, I say. A way to return home. It's hell, Don says. You can't leave hell. Why not, I say. What did you do to become damned? Do you remember? Does anyone remember? Sure as hell I don't. There has to be a way out. Don pauses a moment, staring right at me. I know he doesn't believe me. We talked about this many times before. But he continues to look at me anyways. That's not a good reason to trust the scav, he says. Hope gets people killed. He picks up a sheet of rusty metal and gestures for me to help slide it across the ground. Hell gets people killed, I respond. Hope? That may get us out. The rot bags go down quick enough. They don't seem like much a threat. Slow, weak, and just stupid. But there is a lot of them. More than we can fight off quickly, and we are already running out of time. Hold them off, I say, as I make a rush towards several more flights of stairs. I hear her swear at me, but she seems to hold her own. And I guess she won't die. The bottom floor comes quick. The pungent scent of sulfur strong even with the mask. Without it, I'd vomit. Yellow deposits stud the ground. While I've never seen sulfur up close, I assume in hell this is what they are. Or maybe I have seen them, as they feel familiar. The brittle chunks crumble easily in my hand, almost into a powder. Breaking off every piece I can find, I stuff them into a small sack. A few more rot bags shuffle out from the dark corners of the room. While they aren't fast, there is enough to be a problem. I could run deeper into the chamber, look for another way out, or push through the horde and meet up with the woman. Stuffing my bag full, I choose to run, but not away, towards them. I shove my way up the stairs, knocking back the first few, but soon the sheer number slows me down and the dead claw at my clothing. I kick and shove, but their numbers continue to grow, and their combined strength begins to drag me down. I stumble backwards but catch myself on the wall. Their hands continue to pull at me, the scent of decay overpowering, but I grab my rifle and swing. Skulls crack, faces smash into pulp, and soon the walking corpses begin to pile along the steps in a fleshy mass. Regaining my footing, the woman joins the fight. I don't recall her entrance, but glad she is here. It makes the work quicker. Thin and small, I don't expect much, but she can't fight, her stick moving faster than I can swing. Together, we make quite the combo, and one by one those rot bags drop till the steps are cleared. It's a fast but hard fight, and at least for me, I'm out of breath and take a knee. Saved your ass, the woman says. She offers me her hand, and it's slick with blood, but I take it. She slaps my face the moment I stand, though the mask absorbs most of the impact. You left me back there. What's wrong with you? She asks. You had him, I say, and we got the sulfur. Oh, I had him, she replies. I had him. I'm getting tired of saving your ass, Scav. Well, it does tend to be a good plan, I respond. A dumbass plan, she says, and gives me a playful smack on the arm, then shakes her head. I had him. You're an idiot, Scav. I'm really beginning to like her, and another time she might have been a lot of fun. But right now, it's just one fight to the next. You know, it's been a while since Scav left, I say. The dust trails are getting bigger. I know, Don says. He stands behind me and takes in the scene, though there isn't much to see other than our approaching doom. a growing blanket of black dust that suggests an army of demons is heading our way. We stuffed every hole with bodies, sealed the entire chamber with debris, but if Scav doesn't come back, Don and I only made a tomb. We can't fight their numbers. I wouldn't even want to try, and there's nowhere to run. I don't trust this Scav, Don says. We should have run when we had the chance, while their numbers were still thin. Using the dunes as cover, it might have been possible to get away. We'd done it before. Not against so many, I respond. Without a distraction, we would have never made it in such open ground. This is the only way, Don. Yeah, well, I would have liked to have tried and run, Don says. It's better than sitting here. Is it? I question. I get the Scav as a dumbass for firing that shot. Reckless and certainly is everything we avoid in scavengers. But his plan won't fail. I feel it. Don shakes his head. He won't agree with me, and I don't blame him. I'm chasing hope. The trail of rot-bag corpses leads me back to the main chamber, and I'm impressed with the barricades. Everything is beginning to fall into place. Found on my yell. Sulfur. Lots of it. I dumped the contents of my bag onto the ground, and the yellow chunks seem like gold. Fuck. Better than gold. Gold is pretty useless right now. Break it up into a powder, I say. Spread it all over the room. Everyone grabs for the pile and begins smashing the pieces around the chamber till the entire room is filled with a yellow fog. Are you sure it's gonna work? The man asks me. Yes, I reply. I did this before. Refined this stuff into a gunpowder. Your memory's coming back, Scav? Star asks. No, I say, but I'm certain I had to be careful of the dust. One spark and it'll all go up. Put enough of this in the air, and the whole building will blow. If it will shred a man to bits, it has to do something to them. They aren't convinced, but I don't have time to explain more. Taking a rusty stairwell to the rooftop, I push open the metal door to the outside. The air is still hot, and the sky is a stormy red. The rooftop is covered in trash. I'm not surprised, but it has what I need, so I don't complain. Boxes, crates, rags get stacked into a pile. Everything is damp with blood and gore, but should still be flammable. I need a good, smoldering flame, or else my plan won't work. Using Star's flint and steel, I strike over the pile. It doesn't take, at first not a good sign, but soon a spark catches and there's a soft orange flicker of flame, followed by greasy black smoke. Setting a few more rags on fire begins to smolder further, and the column of thick, black smoke churns towards the fiery red sky in ever-increasing size. If the demons weren't coming this way before, they certainly are now. When I'm sure the smoke is visible for miles, I take 4 slivers of wood I pried from some old crate and hold them in my hand. We don't speak. We all know what this is. Someone has to stay behind and toss the torch into the chamber. Someone needs to be the bait and keep those demons coming. Extending my arm, they each take hold of a piece and pull. I hesitate to open my hand, but when I do, mine is not the shortest. It's bittersweet, as when we put all our slivers together, Star's is. Fuck, she says. Fuck. Fuck. Damn it. She cusses a whole lot more before real words come out. It's what I get for finding you, Scav. It's what I fucking get. I told you, Scav, you'd get me killed. She tosses her splinter into the fire. Give me the torch and steel. Fuck that, I say. I'll stay. I pulled the short end, Star replies. It's my job, so give me the damn torch. No, I say. I can't do that. You're right. It's my fault you're here. So just go. I can't believe I'm saying this to her. I can't believe the words forming in my own mouth. What am I, stupid? Since when was I brave? Fuck you, Scav, Star says. Give me the damn torch. I'm hurt. I can't even run. Doesn't make any sense for anyone else to die but me. You can run, Star, interrupt her. I'm not an idiot. You think I wasn't looking? Run like you did in the tunnels. And when this place goes, The shockwave and debris should give you enough time and cover to clear out of here. Scav, Star yells, but the man and woman are already pulling her away. She continues to swear and shout, and now that I want her to be quiet, she won't shut up. I don't listen, I only stoke the flame. The dust trails are closing in, and if Star and her friends move quick, they can't find cover. The demon should be focused on the smoke and not the dunes, so it might work. I hope it works. Dying ain't so bad, just as long as it's quick. Let me go, I yell, and shove Don and Sarah off of me. The pain in my side is unbearable, hot and stinging, but the adrenaline masks it with rage. You want to die? Don asks. Scav is willing to do this, so let's not waste it on arguing. The clouds of dust rise over the building, and scent of demon sulfur gets so strong my eyes water and throat burns. Snarls and growling fill the air. Time ran out. Hiding among some boulders and red sandy dunes, it's not much cover, but if the demons don't search the area, it may keep us hidden long enough. There must be thousands, Sarah says. She sounds amazed, almost in awe, but I can only think about Scav and the door and how close I came to maybe having a way out of hell. Maybe it wasn't a way out, but it was something. Anything better than nothing. As the thundering stampede of demons closes in around us, the fire on the rooftop burns brighter and Scav begins to shout and yell, banging on a metal barrel, doing everything he can to call the demons towards him. Covering myself in the sand, demons begin to pass our hiding spot, surging towards the ruins. They don't look. There's so many, but they don't look. Scav is too loud and their thirst for blood too intense for them to look, to do anything but focus on fresh meat. An explosion rocks the area. It's deafening. My ears ring and rocks shower over us. The shockwave hits my ribs like a hammer. A second later, a smoke cloud rolls over the area so thick I can't see. I can't see the ruins. I can't see much of anything. And if I can't, neither can the demons. I still can't hear. The ringing is still sharp in my ears, but fuck it. We run. I fucking hate running. It hurts, but I run into the dust anyways, away from the ruins, and into the endless desert. The endless, pointless desert. It's getting fucking old, but we run.